We're here sitting down with Jim Sturgess today talking about 50 Dead Men Walking. So what is the movie about?
The movie is, it's a true story. It's based on a true story about a young guy growing up in Belfast in the 1980s. And he's just a kind of local kid in one of the sort of rougher areas of West Belfast. And he's a bit of an opportunist, you know, he steals cars and sells stolen goods. And he's basically approached by the British intelligence, you know, the special branch, to find out information about the workings of the IRA in his local community. So he gets involved in this kind of underground kind of world of espionage, living these kind of double lives, and actually joined the IRA and actually became a full member of the IRA, all the while giving back, you know, this valuable information back to the British intelligence. So I was living this, you know, pretty dangerous and exciting life, I think.
That sounds great. It sounds like it'd be a really good renter for our video stores.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those films that kind of has it all, really. I mean, it's got a lot of heart and a lot of emotion, and it's based very strongly in a real time and a real place, but at the same time is just action-packed and gripping and intense, and you know, and all of those things, all the while being a true story, and I think that's what makes it a really special film.
I think it's a story that a lot of Americans aren't really that familiar with, you know, with the conflict, and that it also was quite a few years ago for a lot of our audience.
Well, the good thing about the film is that it's a very personal film about this young guy, set in the sort of backdrop of the time. So if you don't know anything about that era, one thing the film does do is allow you to sort of find out a lot about that. But it's not about, you don't need to know about that specifically, because it's really about the heart and the problems that this guy is kind of facing. So, you know, but I think what the film does so well is that it shows that time from both sort of points of view of the conflict. So in that sense, I think it's a really interesting film to see if you don't know anything about the troubles in Belfast and, you know, the things that went on there.
How was it mastering your accent?
The Belfast accent is a very extreme, accent. It was a lot of fun to kind of work out and kind of do. We spent a lot of time. I spent a month before we started filming, just doing the accent and being around people from Belfast. And I sort of stuck with the accent for the whole period of the shoot, you know. So even when I spoke to my mum on the phone, she was very confused.
I hear that you and Ben Kingsley both were keeping your accents going. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, Ben was playing someone from England, you know. So, but yeah, it was important just to kind of get to the real bones of it, and if you're going to do that, you know, you really need to stay in the world which we'd kind of created, which was 1980s Belfast. So I mean, you know, we really stuck with it and did other things too. Like we would just go to lots of parties with local kids and hang out in a lot of the pubs, and you know, just got talking and got sort of integrated ourselves with the people of Belfast. And me and Kevin, the guy who plays my friend in the film, Sean, we joined like a local boxing gym, and you know, and all the while no one has any idea that, you know, we're from England and Canada, you know.
Infiltrating.
All
right. Well, thank you so much, Jim.
Okay, thank you.